a native Liberian, a humanitarian, social entrepreneur, and community builder. She is a passionate advocate for the disadvantaged and underserved. In 2008, she founded the nonprofit Higher Ground International. Since then, in addition to lobbying to end the 14-year civil war in Liberia and helping to integrate and empower young refugees in Rhode Island, Higher Ground has brought clean water and sanitation to Liberia with the installation of latrines and hand pumps in rural villages. In 2018, she opened up Rukia Center. Rukia is a Swahili word for rising up or progress, the first center of its kind in Providence. It offers intergenerational programs, women and youth empowerment programs, the Sweetie Care program for African immigrant and refugee elders, and workforce and literacy programs. She has received a prestigious number of awards for her humanitarian, thank you, and community work. Most recently, the Community Service Award from the Martin Luther King Jr. State Holiday Commission in Rhode Island. Please give a warm welcome to Henrietta White-Holder. First of all, this outfit is on point, and I'm about to get that.
Hello, my people. Hello, my people. Our people united shall never be defeated. Repeat it. Our people united shall never be defeated. Our people united shall never be defeated. What a wonderful turnout this is. An amazing crowd. I'm so deeply honored and humbled to be here today. So now I need to share with you some things about our immigrant and refugees experience in this country. It's a very heavy subject. It's something that we know most recently has been in the thoughts and the minds of everybody in this country for our immigrant population. And so, rather than freestyle, rather than usually I tend to speak from my heart, but I've decided not to lay anything on the floor here today. So I have written some things that I need to share with you because it is really important that we hear and we provide dignity to our people who have come to be a part of this country and are still struggling to find a way. We know that there is an elephant in the room, and that elephant is called Donald Trump. The elephant is when we discuss the policies of immigration in this country. The elephant is about race. The elephant is about inequality and hate and discrimination and injustice. As an immigrant myself, and as a person who is immersed in the immigrant community, I can attest to the courage and the tenacity of so many. While I do not profess to be an expert on the topic, I have seen and I have lived through enough to stand here and to be a voice. This is my passion. This is my life's work to help ensure equity and dignity for this population. A people united shall never be defeated. So you see, the immigrant and refugee experience is not a packaged piece where one has the liberty or the ability to tie a bow on it and to present to you for human consumption. No, it is not. It is a long and it's a tedious, harrowing process. A joining that creates deep wounds and battle scars. Last week, my people, the world stood up and it took notice when it was alleged that the President of the United States of America had used words that were vile, they were disrespectful, they were demoralizing, dehumanizing, deeply wounding, and dare I say, racist in a characterization of El Salvador, African nations, and Haiti as shithole countries. So when the president uses such words against people and nations, subsequently, who are included in such comments? The people of those places. Now, you see, my brothers and sisters, I want you to consider this. You had to leave your home country and everything that you've known, everyone that you love, to seek refuge because of either war, natural disaster, violence, and economic instability. You have been faced with so many difficult situations. And somebody make comments and remarks that deeply wound you. And it digs at you. And it hurts. It is very difficult to have to hear it. They tell you to go back where you come from. That you don't belong here. That you're not one of us. We hear it all, and we hear it every day, and it's a very difficult thing. And so, I want to say to you, we have some ways in which, I know we are timed, and you have only 5 minutes to speak, but this issue of immigration is really a passionate piece, and it's something that we can't just gloss over. We have a lot to say about it. And so I want to tell you, how do you help us? I have an organization, Higher Ground International, that works with our immigrant population here. It is very difficult for us when we don't get support. So we ask you to be intentional in your gift. Help us to do the good work that we do here. Thank you.